5 a.m. and yesterday was a very emotional day. I was hitting new highs. I've been pushing my chakras extremely hard, and while I work a normal job and live a social life, I help a lot of people during that time, and that is what helps me be meditative. But hitting new highs, seeing new reach, and I'm just having emotional moments. Yesterday, I was meditating and I realized I could hear for miles around me. And I understood. I realized what I could hear, and I turned and I listened to the other side of me, and I'm listening to all the sides around me. Then I realized what I'm doing, and I snap out of it and write it in my notes. I hit that second deep, intensive meditation a few minutes ago, and I realized that I hadn't processed it. I was so deep in a state that I slipped out without processing it. But I processed it this time because as I accessed it, I gained better balance. That I was feeling my twin flame separately as a separate consciousness. I've been having him communicate more. His memory has integrated into my dreams. He is showing up everywhere in my life. I changed, my taste changed, my personality changed, everything about me changed, and it reflects him. My eyes are lighter. His eyes were ice blue, and together my eyes are lighter. This whole time I've been guided to tell you guys you are inhabiting a body. You think that you are this physical body because your soul has not woken up in your body. Therefore, you haven't remembered who or what you are or why you're here. And so you live these physical lives. These are not the lives you're meant to live. You're not awake. You're not awake to who you are or what you are. And here's the problem. All of the spiritual community feels something coming. And if you think about this, if you are inhabiting a body, you talk about people getting possessed, okay? There is a very big universe out there with a lot of things that you don't know about. So you want to be the one steering your physical body, because if your soul can inhabit a body, other things can inhabit a body. And what is going to tell this body is an animation. What you think my personality, and this is such a huge misconception people don't understand, you think my personality, who I am, comes from my body, and it doesn't. If my soul left my body and got back into it, I would be me, and if it got back into a different body, I would be me looking different. This physical body is just a physical body. What makes it unique is the soul inhabiting it, your soul inhabiting your body, their souls inhabiting their bodies. Everybody in the world, we inhabit these bodies. They talk about starseeds and they come from different places and we all have a different purpose. Well, we have a common enemy. I see people, especially nowadays, being nasty to each other, judging each other's bodies and lives, and you judge all these physical things and you get caught up in your TV shows and you are all asleep. And it's just your mind, your soul is trying to break through. If you're unhappy, if you're not happy in life, if you keep hitting walls, it's because your soul is trying to break through and your mind isn't allowing it. You see me and you think that I'm this girl, but I've inhabited many bodies before this, and I've taught people before this. We don't understand what our soul is. When I saw my twin flame merge into my soul, and I saw our souls when we had COVID, I saw a halo from here that went up over my head into the other side. We don't have a full comprehension of what we are. We're not all exactly the same. We don't come from the same place, but we all have a common goal. And it seems far off for a man who lived and died to be inhabiting my body, because your mind is like, well, that was a man and he lived this life and da-da-da. And for him and I to be inhabiting one body, that's not a permanent fixture. It's more intricate than I'm going to elaborate on right now. But I understand that together we feel more whole than we ever have. We weren't meant to be together in a love sense. We are one. But we, in the physical life, your mind takes that as love. And in this, it's working as one. There's a deep love for each other, but it's not being in love with someone. It's just this profound love for your own soul. I tell people that we didn't come here, that I didn't come here, like my twin flame and I, to live these normal lives. I've always felt driven. I've always felt like I had to accomplish something, and as soon as I met him, I felt this peace come over my life. Like I knew what direction I needed to go in. You inhabiting bodies are trying to create a place for souls to experience living differently. I don't know the full extent of it, but I do know that now is the time to wake up. Now is the time to start accessing spirituality. People, they have gifts, but they were never able to access their gifts. They encounter me, and my energy is so high, it wakes them to what they are. I talk to people about breathing and meditating and how your breath gets so shallow it becomes almost circular instead of in out and out. Basically, my entire soul in my body is not something your mind is able to process because we're from another place, and the body is an anchor. So basically, when his body could not hold him anymore, he was able to anchor him. Because I have my body at an energetic level that is very high voltage, I always knew I'd be able to hear him. I always knew I'd be able to hear him like I hear my own voice. Your soul in your body. Why did I just heard prototype. Okay. I need to look into that. He was sciencey. You know what? I'm not explaining that to you guys. You will figure it out on your own. Every day I have different attention. People are seeing my reach, and they are realizing that it's standing out. It's different than what you've seen before. And this is only the beginning, and I've been saying that it's picking up. It is starting to pick up. And I told you when I first started ascending that the sky is very emotional for me, and the sky is emotional for a lot of people. It feels like home. There's a reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. There is a reason that I feel a responsibility for all of you. There is a reason that I have the reach that I do. People try to work on me. They get angry when I say that I have energetic reach. People in the spiritual community will work on me just because they want to see what my reach is. People who are activated by my energy have an emotional connect to me that's very similar to a twin flame connection. They're highly aware of my emotions. They're highly aware of everything about me, what I'm going through. They have dreams that guide me. They are essentially an army. You don't understand what you are.